1, 2, 3, 4, 5, let's go!
Welcome to Fave Five From Fans. I'm your co-host, Jeffery Corbello. Joining me...
I do this to myself, I do this to myself. I'm Jamie Ray, the host of Fave Five From Fans. I've got the authentic gear on. And his friend made him a shirt. And it's... These two things are not like the other. It's just... But, nonetheless, I am super happy to have you here today. This, of course, is Jeffery Corbello of Red Dog Terrain podcast. And he's also a member of the 501st.
It's not a podcast.
Videocast. YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm. This is the only podcast that I do.
So far.
Yeah, this is the only one.
Yeah, I'm going to have you on Complete This Ray with Jamie Ray.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to talk about a new movie to Jeff called Motel Hell. And this is the first time he's hearing about it, so let's really get excited behind him. Okay, so if you're wondering, today is a very special podcast to me. It is one of the very first titles that I came up with. And so that means it has been 6 years searching for just the right guest to come onto the show.
And he couldn't find one,
and so I just gave up. I said, never mind, who wants to do it? And so what we're doing today is Fave 5, Did You Know There Was a Sequel? Okay? And what does that mean? So it means... I mean, we always know that there was Die Hard and then Die Hard 2, and we knew there was Aliens and Aliens 2. But there are several movies out there that are pretty well-known movies that a lot of people don't know. They have sequels to them.
Right.
Sometimes that's theatrical movies that turn around and get a made-for-TV movie. Sometimes, in the case of one of mine, it's a made-for-TV movie that gets a theatrical sequel.
Oh.
Fun facts are coming, folks. Coming. You're going to need to do this.
There? No.
So move your... Yeah, there. And then it's going to come in your hands. You know, we could do this. Fun fact.
Could you do that?
Yes, I could. I just did it. Look, it's in post.
Oh, yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about those movies. And if you knew them, that's okay. You know, but I feel a lot of these... I didn't know that there was a sequel to them because it's not widely known.
Right.
So before we dive in real quick, what did you think about this?
About
doing the list? And
I found this very difficult.
Okay.
Partly because, you know, I used to, and now I still kind of do, watch a lot of movies. Mm-hmm. I worked at a video store for the longest time, so I saw everything that came through there. You know, I watched a lot
in the 80s, right? Or 90s?
This would have been 2000.
Oh, wow. Okay. So the end of the era.
Right. I worked at a Hollywood video.
Oh, I love them.
Right. And so, again, watched a ton of movies. You know, growing up, I watched a lot of movies. In college, most of my friends, they had got film degrees, so we watched... all sorts of weird stuff.
So do you see them at, like, McDonald's often?
No, actually.
Just
they're
kidding.
really successful. Like, one of them was making music videos for, like, famous rappers and stuff. Like,
what happened?
I don't know. But, okay, so I did find this difficult, so I ended up kind of detouring slightly where it wasn't like, bet you didn't know this was a sequel, to like, hey, you might know this is a sequel, but I just want to talk about this.
That's great too.
Kind of terrible sequel.
That's great too.
So,
did you come up with honorable mentions?
One. Kind of two.
Okay. Well, as we usually do, we're gonna let the guest, or in this case, Jeff, come up with his honorable mentions first. So let's hear what you got, brother.
So the first honorable mention is not really an honorable mention because I didn't get to watch the movie.
Okay, that's fair.
So it's not on the list officially.
Fun fact, there's a couple I didn't watch either.
Oh.
But I want to talk about them nonetheless.
Fair enough. So I didn't include it on there because I just couldn't seem to find it or didn't have the right streaming service, whatever it was. So the sequel that I did not realize until I started this list that had a sequel was War Games.
I did not know. I even in my research, I didn't come across that.
Right. So I have to look at it's like War Games Dead Code.
Okay.
From 2008.
Oh,
so
okay.
Huge jump between the, and the reason it's on the list is loved War Games, growing up.
Do you want to play a game?
Right. The only way to win is to not play.
Exactly.
Really enjoyed War Games. Couldn't seem to find War Games 2, but I figured I'd bring it up.
That's a great, I like that. And it's perfect use of the honorable mention code.
Great.
So good job.
So, my first official honorable mention.
Okay.
Put it in the wrong order. We're going to do it that way. My first honorable mention is The Land Before Time 14 Journey of the Brave.
14?
That was my whole point. Did you know that they made 13 sequels?
I did not. 14?
14 sequels.
That is crazy.
And I watched this thing.
Wow.
From the library, I rented the entire 14 disc Land Before Time collection. And I did not watch all 14. I watched the 14th.
Okay, well.
And it wasn't bad.
Really?
I mean,
So by this time, are they like driving cars?
No.
And okay.
And they're all still the same age, too.
Oh. So it's like each one of them is a month in their life.
Probably so.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
So yeah, it was for a kids movie. It was cute. There was singing. There was cute little dinosaurs. They swum around.
How was the animation?
You could not tell the difference from the original to the new one.
That was like a Don Bluth or one of those.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah,
wow, that's great then.
It looked kind of the same. Like it would have just flowed right into them.
Do you have a date?
I do. 2016.
Oh, wow.
So this is another recent one that just came out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I like that one.
Yeah.
Digging it.
So.
Good job.
My fun fact.
Wait, your fun fact isn't that there were 13 sequels to Land?
Nope.
Okay. Well, then let's do our fun fact.
Yeah. Barry Bostwick.
Yeah.
He was the voice of the grandfather in Land Before Time 14.
Wow.
How the mighty have fallen.
I don't know. He got paid.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right. And we are actually, at least me, I'm going to probably use that statement at least, no, I'm not kidding, at least 5 times, if not 6, in my list.
You chose some bad sequels, didn't you?
Some of them are bad, but some of them are bad. I chose them for a reason.
Sure.
That they're bad. So.
Sure.
All right.
So that's the end of my honorable mentions.
All right. So I have 2 honorable mentions.
Okay.
The first is Return to Oz. Okay. Released in 1984, it's a dark fantasy film that serves as a sequel to the original Wizard of Oz. Dorothy returns to a post-apocalyptic Oz that has been destroyed by the Gnome King, which is spelled Nome. I thought that was weird. With Emerald City in ruins and her friends turned to stone, so she's joined. So her friends are stoners now. Yeah. So she got new friends, including a mechanical man named TikTok, who went on to create a huge online app.
Oh no.
Yeah. A talking chicken named Billenia.
Right.
And of course, most famously, Jack Pumpkinhead.
Right.
Yeah.
You're missing one.
Okay, you could name the other one.
It was the couch with the moose's head and the palm tree wings.
No, there's no such thing. I'm sorry, folks. This new co-host is trying to, take over.
Co-host.
I know. I said is trying to take over with these delusions. Okay, yeah, I missed that one. Mm-hmm. You're right. The film is much darker, much darker. And the original came out in '39. Oh, it also had the villains, the roller skating villains called the Wheelers.
Yep.
And Princess Mombi.
Yep.
Who collects heads.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So, you ready? Fun fact. This movie actually holds the world's record for times between the original and the first sequel. 1939 to 1985.
Yeah. What was that?
54 years.
Wow.
Yeah. 56 years.
Okay.
So, anyway. Okay, so my second one is a movie that I've seen once and never felt the need to watch again.
Fair.
It is My Summer Story, or A Christmas Story Part 2. Okay. Charles Grodin.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
So it is a 1994 comedy sequel to A Christmas Story. The movie,
Yep.
we all know. Yeah. It comes on 24 hours a day on TBS at Christmas. It is actually also directed by Bob Clark. Okay. It continues the adventures of the Parker family, this time in the summer of 1941 in Indiana. Though pretty much everybody in the movie has been recast except for the narrator, Gene Stapleton, and the character that he played in there. He has a small bit part in it. It follows young Ralphie Parker as he searches for an unbeatable spinning top to complete the collection. To defeat the neighborhood bully, while Miss Parker is trying to collect a Hollywood-themed china. And of course, the old man, who never gets a name, but we know he's Mr. Parker, is battling with the next-door neighbors, as he always does.
Got it.
This movie had a very limited theatrical release and grossed under $71,000. It failed to capture the magic that was A Christmas Story.
Right.
Okay, fun fact. In this movie, the Parker brothers, Ralphie and Randy, are actually played by real-life brothers, Kieran and Christian Culkin.
Oh, like Macaulay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Except he wasn't one of them.
Well, yeah.
Like fam of.
Right. Sure.
So, Mary Steenburgen was very fun in this movie as Mrs. Parker.
Okay.
And she did a fair to middling job of doing the mom.
Sure.
I would say of all four of the family, she, of course being recast, did it best.
Did it best as in did the best performance, or did the best performance to mimic what the
both.
Previous? Okay, cool.
Both. She felt like the mom.
All right, fair.
But anyway, that was it. That's my.
So when I was trying to get my list together, this popped up too, and I was like, I don't want to watch this.
No, you don't.
I've never seen it, and just reading the synopsis, like, this is stupid. Why would you try and continue this?
Money.
Yeah, I know.
Moolah.
And that's probably a lot of these.
Yeah, and I think A Christmas Story was popular when it came out, but now it's iconic.
Right.
So I think if they did, My Autumn Adventure, they might do it a lot better.
Maybe.
Yeah, and Mary Steenburgen could still be the mom.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So I like when they do sequels when they're like, hey, there's been a real life time jump since we've made them.
Yes.
And we're just going to really advance the
storyline.
The story instead of like, well, let's recast it and pretend like it was just no.
So oddly enough, and I don't know that I believe this.
Okay.
The reason that they didn't have the original cast was all due to filming production clashes.
Oh. Well, how soon after the original was this one?
So
you don't worry about it.
No, that's okay. You ask, I give. So I don't know. There you go.
The original was 39 and the new one was 41?
No. 39 was...
I'm looking at your notes. I should not look at notes.
I would think it was probably maybe early 80s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'm sure somebody in the comments will gladly let us know.
It might be in Hungarian, so I'll have to do a Google Translate, but we'll figure it out.
I thought of a shirt idea for you.
Oh, yeah?
You should have your logo, and then it should say, like, number 9 in Hungary, and then just put the date, like, just for that 1 week.
I think I'll do that. Like, actually, I have a screen cap.
4 people will get that joke.
All right, so now let's get down to the meat and gravy of it. What is your number 5?
I want you to know that I watched this morning.
Ooh.
Was it this morning? Either this morning or yesterday. I'd seen it before.
Within the last 24 hours.
Within the last 24 hours. I've
to 36.
Sure. I've seen it before.
Okay.
The original, I really loved. Mom loved it. We watched it. Oh. We watched the TV show that came out because of it. Mm-hmm. And then there's the sequel to it.
Oh. Okay. You got me there. No, I don't want to try it.
Okay.
This is.
So the original is The Highlander.
Oh.
Now you know what we're talking about.
So it was it Highlander, Highlander 2, the series, and then Highlander the Quickening?
No.
Okay.
So there's, and I'm probably going to get this wrong, but I think it's Highlander 2 the Quickening.
Right.
Then there was a Highlander 3 the series, and then 4 and 5.
Okay, and 4 and 5 are with Adrian Paul?
I think one of them has both.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. And they're rebooting that movie right now.
I did see that.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to sidetrack.
No, you're good. And I was like, all right, sure. You know, I'll take a look. Highlander was so good.
Oh, so
good. Okay, the acting was
Clancy Brown.
You know, he has never won a major award.
I don't doubt it. People like that just don't get recognized for how awesome they are.
He needs one of those Lifetime Achievement Awards because he's never had that breakout star role where he was the main guy.
Yeah.
But everything he's in, he is on point and killing it.
He puts everything into it.
He does.
And then you've got the Queen soundtrack.
Wow.
A character of its own in this movie.
So good.
And what was that guy's name? He played James Bond.
Roger Moore?
No.
Lazenby?
No. Sean Connery was freaking amazing.
Yes, he was.
God. And of course,
Christopher Lambert was fine.
He was fine. He was good. He did a very good job in this movie. So much that I don't hold Highlander 2 against him.
You should.
No, I think that's a lot of the studio. They rushed to do it.
Okay, have you seen?
Plus, he's an alien.
Have you seen? That's. I don't think they rushed it. I legitimately think there was another movie.
Yeah.
That they were going to make, and they were like, "Well, what if we just make it Highlander?"
Oh God, that would suck.
I have no evidence for it at all.
Okay.
But that's what I think. So Highlander, they're supposed to be these kind of mystical, magical beings. You know, they live forever unless they get their heads cut off. Once they kill all the other ones, they can become immortal.
Right.
That's the premise of the first one.
Right.
The second one, they went, well, Sean Connery, who's dead, led a rebellion on an alien planet called Zeist. Mm-hmm. Him and Lambert get kicked out of the planet to Earth, where they have to live there, and that then inserts the first movie.
But he forgets he's an alien.
He forgets.
Right.
And then, for unknown reasons, there's now the ozone layer has fallen apart, so they built a dome around the entire planet. There's even people who are on flying hoverboards that are part porcupine. It's just garbage. And I won't watch it again.
Good.
But we needed to talk about this movie because most people don't know that there is a second one. When I rented the Highlander collection, on one disc was Highlander 1, 3, 4, and 5.
Okay.
And 2 was on its own disc, so that if you really wanted to, you could watch all the good ones and throw the other one in the trash.
Or someone really loved to, and they wanted to make sure it gets its own special presentation.
I don't know who that person is, but it's not Jeff Corbello.
Okay, all of that to not say that this movie's not on your list.
No, this is the list.
Oh, this is. I thought you were saying that 4 or 5 was that bad. Okay, 2 is horrible. 2 is horrible. I definitely agree with you. Would you happen to have a fun fact?
I do. Okay. Where did he go? Fun fact. Christopher Lambert refused to use a fake sword for his fight scenes.
Ooh.
In the first scene with it, he cut off part of his finger to the bone.
Sorry, Chris.
Dislocated Michael Ironside's jaw.
Oh.
And then they made him switch to a plastic sword. Because he almost killed people. Like, come on, man.
That sounds like something, what was it? Batman. Christopher Nolan's Batman. American Psycho.
Yep.
That guy.
That guy.
Sounds like what he would do, you know?
Right. In 3 minutes, I'm going to yell out a name, and that's who it is.
It's going to be.
Right. Cool. Right. And in Hungarian, you can type it when we don't know.
You idiots. Number 5 on my list.
Okay.
It's another movie that went a long time between the original and its maker. 30 years, approximately. Cool. It's called The Birds 2, Land's End. Okay? And that's really all we need to talk about. It's so my understanding was that they had wanted to do a sequel over and over and over again at the studio.
Okay.
They could not get the script, the director, and the stars all aligning at the same time. Okay. So this languished in pre-production hell for 20-something years. And then they came to Showtime. Remember Showtime? Mm-hmm. Okay. And they made a deal to make this movie. And to really cement it, they went to Tippi Hedren, the original Melanie. Gosh, so beautiful in that movie. And they said, listen, we want you to come in for the sequel. You're not going to have a huge part, but Melanie is going to come in and deliver some important lines. Okay. Had her signed up, did everything, and then went, yeah, you know what? We think we're just going to go ahead and change your character's name, and you're just really going to have a cameo instead. But we're still going to pay you the same amount, so you can't break the contract.
Okay.
Okay? So.
Sure.
Whatever. Okay? They called her Helen, too. Typical Hollywood bait and switch. All right?
Why, though?
Because they thought they knew better by getting these 2 actors who I did not even take no offense to them, but didn't even take the time to remember their names or write it down. Because the whole thing is set back at supposedly Gull Island, even though they don't necessarily do it. And even for a 1994 movie, it talks about now it's the garbage in the seas, the plastics killing the which is a real thing. I'm not saying it, but even in 94, they kind of made that more of it. And the dad character, who is a Somali vet, he is trying to write a book. So he, his wife, and the kids go to this island, and then the bird attacks start happening again. It's just like it happened before.
Right.
And again, there's all of these things alluding to it, but I don't feel they really gave it an ending. Okay?
Okay.
It's basically they're on the very end, they're on the boat, they're leaving Gull Island, and the birds are like, and coming back. They're not attacking them anymore, but it's like basically kind of got the idea this is our island, you need to leave. Huh. Okay? So anyway.
All right.
Fun fact.
Okay.
Okay. I lost my fun fact.
Oh. Do you want to push it back in?
Push it back in. Oh, I already said my fun fact. It was Tippi Hedren is the only person that came back. So.
Sorry.
All right, screwed that up. Anyway. All right. What is your numero 40?
You got it in one.
Yeah.
Okay. This is another one that's not good.
You're sweating just to give this one.
And I watched both of these within the last week. The first one I've seen before. 2001 Space Odyssey. Have you seen the sequel? Do you know the sequel?
Yes.
Okay. You have opinions and things to say.
I would like to hear you talk first.
Great. So I saw 2001 Space Odyssey back in college, you know, and I only remember parts of it. So 2001 was great. The filming of it, the intensity of it.
The imagery.
What I really appreciated watching it now was actually the sound design
of it. Oh, yeah.
Okay, great. And then they went, let's try and make another one. But let's not have the good music, the imagery, let's not have the sound. Let's have a big, long explanation about all of this for no reason except, once again, money. I did not know that this movie existed until I started this.
Really?
I guess my good film friends were like, just watch this one and stop. Yeah. You know? I know that they had planned on making a third and a fourth one. But after this bomb, they're like, maybe not.
Yeah.
So, it's not good. It's not terrible.
It's not terrible.
Right.
Okay.
You know, there are worse movies out there.
Yes.
You know, but...
And I make you watch some of them.
you do. But again, I did not know this was a sequel. So I figured this is one of the biggest movies on my list, or the original is one of the biggest movies on the list. I had to include it, even if it wasn't great.
Okay. So let me ask you a question.
Okay.
If this was not a sequel,
it would have been fine.
Okay. That's all I wanted to make sure I understood. Yeah. I agree with the fact that it is not a good sequel, which several of the movies on this list aren't. They're capturing off of an audience from 20 years before, and they have that, you know. But for example, Roy Scheider, you know, as the U.S. commander, I thought he gave a great performance. I really did. Shout out to Kevin Cincamano. I actually made him a custom Roy Scheider 2010 figure with a backing board and everything.
That's cool.
Because he loves that movie. Yeah. You know. So as long as I'm in agreement that it was a good movie, had it not been called 2010,
right,
the year it made contact.
Yeah.
But
I also think that if you wouldn't have called it 2010, the year we made contact, nobody would have watched it either. Or
far less people would have.
Okay.
And then they probably would have been happier because all the rest of the people who went wanting to see a sequel were, you know, disappointed.
Right.
So, okay, fun fact.
I gotta look it up though. Where'd it go?
Because was it the fact that it had the cinematography in it?
No,
because that's what I did.
This when I read this, it made me sad.
Okay.
So Stanley Kubrick, after making the first one, destroyed all the models.
That did hurt your heart.
It did.
Yes.
Really, and he did it so that they would not make a sequel, and then they had to go back and like frame by frame look at all of the movie to try and rebuild this.
That does hurt your heart.
It really did.
In case you're a first time watcher, Jeff's YouTube channel,
right,
not his podcast, his YouTube channel, is all about miniatures.
Build little things.
And he and I did one about favorite.
That was the first one.
That's right, very first one.
Yeah,
can't go back and change that.
Nope. Doubt it.
All right, so this one...
Is this 4?
Yes, this is 4. Are you familiar with Rosemary's Baby? Roman Polanski?
I've seen it once.
Okay.
And again, in college.
Okay, I said it.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So, 1976, they decided to make a sequel to it. And it was the ABC Friday Night Movie. Okay. Came out right before Halloween, October 29th, 1976. Sure. And of all of the titles, of all of the workings, you know, Rosemary's Baby, you know, Reigns, or Rosemary's Child, they chose the name, Look What Happened to Rosemary's Baby. And to take Mia, is it Mia Farrow?
Yeah.
To replace Mia Farrow, they got Patty Duke.
Okay.
You know who she is?
Yeah.
Famous twins. Yeah. So that was like, whew. All right. So the movie takes place, and it follows the demonic child who was taken by the group, and he was adopted and grew into adulthood by the madam of a southwestern brothel. Okay? So, I'm sorry, I'm still trying to get past this. His life becomes this macabre battle between the humans who want to find him and kill him and the satanic forces which want him to rise up as the Antichrist.
Right.
Okay, so the adult, which is pretty much what it focuses on, Adrian, which Rosemary called Andrew, is portrayed as having rock star dreams and attempting to earn his place at the Antichrist. Ruth Gordon is the only person to come back from the first film. She was the old neighbor, Mrs. Castevet. So she's the only one that comes back. And not a fun fact, but interestingly enough, the coven, who is referred to as the tribe, the satanic coven, in the end finally says, yeah, no, we don't want you. But your son, he would make a good Antichrist. And take him instead.
Sure.
Possibly leading off to a third that never got made.
Got it.
So, I don't know. But, fun fact.
Okay,
and this is what I alluded to earlier. This movie had 4 Oscar winners. It had Ruth Gordon, Patty Duke, Broderick Crawford, and Ray Milland, the man with the X-ray eyes.
Okay.
And this is what they
You know, you can...
I know. It's just...
You can only do so much with scripts
Yeah.
and budgets. So, at what point can John Travolta hear the baby?
I don't know what you mean.
Well, this is... Look who's... Look...
Can hear the baby talking. Okay, I got you. That one extra word would have done it for me, but I'm like, did he think Cassavetes met? I don't know.
But how funny would that be?
Look who's talking 5. Rosemary's Baby. Then there really would be a ghost in the back when they're filming.
Right. Look who's talking to Rosemary's Baby.
Spoiler, it's Satan.
Oh, man.
All right, well, what is your third favorite selection?
Okay.
That's the poster. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take the baby out and put a little demon child and have Satan stand in the background before him with John Travolta.
Let's do it.
3 minutes, a baby talk to Satan's child.
There you go.
Oh, that hurts. All right.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I got to make a note to make a sticker of that. That's great.
My third favorite, did you know that there was a sequel movie, is Troll 2.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm going to answer that question with yes.
You did know that?
I know that there were 5 movies in the troll section. I literally have to stop and write down this because I loved that.
Okay.
Just going to make it up. But please continue.
Okay. So I remember watching the Troll movie as a kid. It was creepy. You know, this little troll, and he's got his ring that like stabs the little girl while they're in the laundromat and like takes her off somewhere else, and he pretends to be the little girl. It creeped me out as a kid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they decided, this was another movie where like, hey, we've got this whole other movie, totally different, has nothing to do with this, but let's call it a sequel to this movie to try and ride the success of it. In Troll 2, there are no trolls. They're goblins. And in nowhere in Troll 2 do they even mention trolls. You so have opinions.
No, I don't. It is a bad movie.
It's so bad. There's
no Warwick Davis anywhere to be found in any of these movies. If you wanted to do it, you should have had Leprechaun versus Trolls. That would have been a good sequel.
That would have made so much money.
So much money. Jennifer Aniston could have come back and reappeared.
I would have been down for it. Yeah. Troll 2, it's a anti-meat industry movie.
Somebody read The Jungle by Upton Sinclair and said, you know what? This movie needs goblins.
Yeah.
Let's call that Trolls 2.
Right. The best... Yes, indeed. The best part of Troll... Have you seen Troll 2?
Oh, God, yeah. The best part's the part where all the words roll up from the beginning to tell you that it's over. And that's coming from me, who loves Frankenhooker and the stuff, okay?
Yes. There's nothing wrong with the stuff.
Okay.
The best part... I know. I saw it back there.
No, you continue. Go ahead.
The best part of Troll 2 is when the little kid stands up on the table and pees all over the family dinner. I laughed so hard at this wild
Someone saw The Exorcist.
and just went lower?
Went lower.
Right.
Brow.
There is a documentary called The Worst Movie Ever Made about Troll 2. And they got several of the actors to come in and talk about this. I haven't seen it yet. Just didn't have the time.
I bet you it's better than the actual movie.
I have heard exactly that. It was like, hey, this is an interesting tale of what really went on in this movie.
You know, it sounds like something I'm going to try to find and watch.
Okay.
Have you ever seen The Island of Dr. Moreau with Marlon Brando and Val Kilmer?
Yes, and I haven't seen the documentary, though.
Okay. I will find the Troll one for us to watch.
Okay.
And you can... I think it's on Amazon, or it was at one time. That movie is the stuff that went on that movie. Mm-hmm. The director was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
I've heard some things.
Okay.
And then there's also another, the same kind of thing. The movie The Room.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So I watched it in the correct order.
Okay.
I watched the movie about the movie first.
Oh, okay.
Whatever it's called.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I watched that one.
James Franco loves The Room. Yeah.
Okay, I watched that one first and then watched The Room. If I would have started The Room without that other one, I would have not made it through. But having seen this documentary movie, I was like, okay, now I want to see how it turns out.
I actually have never watched either.
Oh.
And I don't really ever plan to.
Okay.
Which is weird, because for me to watch a really bad movie, it has to have horror elements in it.
Okay.
I won't sit through, like, Bridges of Madison County.
Huh.
So.
You don't think there's any horror in Bridges?
Oh, it's a horrific movie. That's for sure. There's no doubt.
I want you to write the horror version of Bridges of Madison County.
The demonic Bridges of Madison County.
Right?
I could do that.
You know, like, suddenly... Oh, great, more stuff. Suddenly the Madison County gets overrun by vampires, or...
No. It opens a portal to hell.
Oh, they just all start coming across the bridge?
Right. Or Clint Eastwood comes back from Meryl Streep because her husband was killed in a horrific farm accident.
Okay.
They finally are going to live out their best lives. They get into that blue pickup or green pickup or whatever, and they're going to drive across the bridge, and they blink out, and they're in...
You sure you haven't seen this movie?
Madison. I mean, they're
you know a lot
in Madison,
more about it than I do.
They're on Madison Avenue, but in hell.
In hell?
Yeah.
Okay. You know a lot about this movie. You knew the color of the pickup truck.
I had to go see that movie. So Tina went and saw The Lawnmower Man, and I had to go see The Bridges of Madison County. And that's where we decided on our détente to never force another one to watch a movie. Except during Birthday Palooza.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have a fun fact?
I think so.
Even though there's probably nothing fun about this movie.
Let's see. Oh, it's
It's a fun-ish.
Fun-ish fact. Don Parker was cast as the drugstore owner after the actor who was originally cast didn't show up. He was high on marijuana for all of his scenes and in and out of a mental facility the whole time.
The whole time or after it?
No,
because after it, I could see someone losing their freaking mind.
He apparently was in and out of mental facility while he was filming this movie.
Okay.
And high the entire time.
You kind of had to be if you read the scripts.
I think so. I think so.
All right.
Number 3.
Number 3 is one that over and over I've talked about and people did not know. Okay? This is actually the very first sequel that I wrote on my list when I wrote Did You Know There Was a Sequel?
I know what this one is because you've told this to me.
Right, I have.
Okay.
It is called Shock Treatment. And it is...
maybe I don't.
Yeah, we're getting there. Okay. It is the 1981 sequel to the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Right.
Okay?
Okay, I was thinking of a totally different movie, but go on.
I think it's my number 1.
Okay, cool.
It's directed by Jay Sharman, and it's got the music of Richard O'Brien, okay, which he was in the first movie, did all the music for the first one.
Okay.
He's Riff Raff. And it follows the newlyweds, Brad and Janet Majors, as they show up into a fictional town called Denton to be on a reality TV game show. Now remember, this is 1981.
Okay.
Reality TV show was 20 years ever to come.
So not just like a newlyweds game show, like legit.
Right.
Cool.
In a fictitious town that's made up. Okay. And it centers around Janet being manipulated by the show's producer, while Brad must have read the script to trolls because he was in a mental institution. Okay. So the film explores themes of media manipulation, celebrity culture, and the commodification, which I learned.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you. Of personal relationships through satirical lenses. Like its predecessor, it had the campy music, the fun dance numbers, and the dark comedic tone to it. It stars Jessica Harper, who replaced Susan Sarandon, and Cliff DeYoung as Brad, and a villain named Farley Flavors. Okay?
That's a great name.
It is. So Richard O'Brien, Patricia Quinn, Nell Campbell, and Charles Gray all return, but everybody's in new roles. Okay, so it's kind of interesting the way that they take them all and put them all into a different,
Okay.
And it wasn't really, really, really well received when it came out. Okay, but because of the fame of Rocky Horror Picture Show, it has, I don't want to say ridden on its coattails, but it has shared in the cult status. Okay. And now I think it finally has a DVD release, a Blu-ray release, and it's been redone and stuff. It's known for its critique of television culture and media sensationalism way before it was even really a thing, So, this fun fact is specifically for you. There were all kinds of fun facts that I could choose from. Okay, so give it here. Fun fact, Rogue 2 has a small part in this movie.
Who?
Rogue 2, the snowspeeder pilot who finds Luke and Han Solo in The Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
His real name is, his name in the Star Wars universe, you like Star Wars.
I've seen it.
Yeah. Is Zev Seneska. And he ends up getting killed by a walker. Not a White Walker or a Walking Dead walker, but the AT-AT. Yeah. So he doesn't have much of a...
2 legs or 4 legs?
4. Okay. Yeah. No, he only has 2, though.
Oh, well, yeah.
Okay. But...
And is this the guy that's like, repeat, I found them?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the guy.
All right.
Yeah. So, anyway, I just thought that was specifically for you.
Fair enough. I know. Now I have to go. You realize what you've done, right?
Yes, I do. That's why I did it.
Now I have
to say it was for you, it was really for me.
Yeah. I'm going to go on Wikipedia this evening and read about Zev Seneskel.
There is some other stuff about him in there in the world.
No.
The universe.
Of course there is, because us Star Wars nerds can't get enough. hey, there was a character on there for 4/3 of a second. Let's make an entire novel about this dude. And yes, we will read it. We will buy the
book.
figure.
We'll get the book. Wait, they're making a series out of Zev?
Right.
I can't wait.
We'll stand in line to get the signature. Oh, yes. That's what we do.
You are welcome, sir.
I hate you. Mostly I hate me for knowing that I'm going to go do this to myself.
But do you hate me for knowing you hating yourself if I did this to you?
That too.
I mean, it's just
layers and layers of hate.
Okay. So I don't think we really hammered this part down. This is where we're going to take a little break to discuss what's going on in our lives. Is this where we talk about our thing? Or do we wait and talk about it later?
I thought we'd do it to the end.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay.
So what else is going on in your life?
So at the time of recording, we have just completed the first week of school with students.
Oh, okay.
I'm an assistant principal at one of the local middle schools. The first week of school is crazy. I put in multiple 12-hour days. I was there on my days off. I was painting before, I would get there at 5:30 in the morning to paint one of our walls so it'd be dry before the teachers got there, so they would. And as crazy as it was, and as much stuff that happened this week, several of my teachers came to be like, "Oh, this year was so much smoother than last year." And I'm like,
"Well, sure it was.
It was
because you were there doing the stuff."
I guess, but I was like, "Man, this was crazy."
I mean, I hope that doesn't come out like a compliment. Because
I would never just assume.
Okay. Because then as soon as I said it, I thought about it,
So, it went well enough. But there were some long days.
Yeah.
Again, I'll be going in on my day off to help a teacher, but
it's a good thing you paid overtime.
Somewhere in the universe.
Karmically, yeah.
But I think the school is better prepared than it was last year to move forward. So therefore, I'm okay putting in all the time and effort and all that for it. Okay. But it does mean that I haven't put out as many videos and stuff for Red Dog Terrain and all this other stuff. So
Nelson,
there was one today.
Oh, you put one out today?
He cannot complain. Literally, one came out today.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good.
I know.
Yeah. I don't want to say I pushed him yesterday at lunch, but I'm just saying.
So behind the scenes secret stuff. This summer, I did a whole bunch of builds.
Oh.
I have filmed them, edited them, and all, and ready to go. They're queued up so that as I go through the school year and I don't have time.
Yeah.
I can,
That's great. That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm halfway through so today it's August.
Yeah.
September's ready to go. October's ready to go, and I'm halfway through my November build.
And you do one a month, right?
Yeah.
Basically, you may do some little secret things.
Right. Unless I do, some of them are, real small things, and I might do 2 a month or things like that. But yeah, it's usually just one big build a month.
Okay. All right. Well, good.
So,
I'm super
how are
excited.
you?
I am here. I'm doing well. Just doing all of the podcasting stuff. I'm been doing some cons. Hopefully going to do a few more cons before the end of the year. I do want to stop and take a second to thank David Morris, a very good friend of mine and a friend of the show. He has helped me to set up this new camera, which it's almost too good because you really see what we look like. But I'm going to have it, every podcast from now on when I'm doing a Zoom or here in the Plastic Microphone Studios. Helped me kind of set up to get the perfect angles, and the lighting was the important thing.
Right.
Yeah. So David, thank you so much. Heartfelt. Appreciate it. And
do you know of anybody who has any books coming out lately?
Not any that I haven't talked about.
Oh, I didn't know if we were going to give free promotion to
other people. I haven't actually had a lot of time to read. I am listening to a book called The Substitution something. I hate to do it
Teacher?
here. No, it's The Substitution is a sub shop that takes over the sign from Subway and makes the same exact things. So it's called The Substitution. But the only reason it's like a legal thriller type deal, and the only reason I'm listening to it is because David Aaron Baker, who read all of the Odd Thomas novels, who's fantastic as a reader, was reading this.
Oh, he did the audio.
He did the audio.
Okay, I understand.
So I was like, yeah, and I read, and I was like, this guy's no chump, so he wouldn't.
Sure.
He wouldn't pick to do, the novelization of The Room, for example.
No.
But I'm really enjoying it.
Okay.
I'll put a little thing up here for it in case you want to buy it, or it's on Audible as well. But it's all about this lawyer who about 10 months ago had fallen from grace, alcohol and coke, and he is now working out his probation at this shop that was a client of his, and gets involved. These people come to him to want to involve him into a big legal scam, and he's like, no, I messed up one time, I'm never going to do this again. And then his life just slowly starts to unravel around him, or quickly, I guess I should say, because things start hitting. But anyway, it's really good. It's not too deep into the legal stuff, but anyway, I've been enjoying it. So yeah.
Nice.
Okay, well, if we're not going to talk about the thing till later,
We'll talk about it later.
I think we are now ready for our penultimate.
We timed that so well.
So
Did you
well.
see that? Man.
Yeah, like a true co-host.
Yes.
God.
Getting there, Dad. Okay.
All right.
My penultimate favorite Did You Know There Was a Sequel movie is The Return to Oz.
It's a match.
Love this movie.
Do you?
It is so creepy and weird, and the wheelie guys, and then the animation that they did for the King Gnome blew my mind for the time that it was being made.
Right.
Love this movie.
And we didn't talk about Farazuka Balk.
Right.
The actress, the one from The Craft. She plays Dorothy.
She did a great
That's what
job.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen it?
No.
man.
It's not my bag. I'm more of the Wiz kind of kid.
Right.
But I've heard and read.
With Fred Savage?
No.
That's the Wizard.
Is that the Wizard?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you seen that one?
Yeah. So with the power glove, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love that movie too.
Do you know?
So, returning to the Return of Oz. Love this.
Well, actually, we're returning to Return to Oz.
Yes.
So return to it.
Okay. Love this movie. I remember watching
I could see it in your face.
I really did.
Yeah.
And I recently watched it again.
Really?
That's why I remember the moose head on the couch and all.
Okay, with the palm trees.
Yes. And the is it Queen Mosby or
Something like that.
with all the different heads and everything. It's a creepy movie.
And that's a
man.
spooky scene.
Yes. Yeah, she's running around headless and trying to find her head and screaming, and everybody else is screaming.
She has all these cabinets that she goes to and takes them out.
It's weird. It's
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
So, my fun fact, and I want to get because everybody should get credit.
Yep.
The name of the actor it's gymnast Michael Sundin.
Okay.
He was the guy inside of TikTok.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
The app or the character?
the character.
Okay.
Yeah. So, he did all the motions. Whenever TikTok would walk, he was actually standing on his hands
Wow.
because they couldn't get it to move right or whatever. So he would stand on his hands, feet up in the air, and then walk on his hands going forward.
That's crazy.
Right?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Jim Cotta?
I have. Of course you've seen Jim Carrey.
Speaking of walking on your hands.
with in the middle of this
town.
this Slovakian town, there's a pommel horse, and he's
rock. It's not a pommel horse. It just happens to be a rock with two things that you would attach your horse to.
Maybe whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a pommel horse, and he starts Jim Carreying everybody. It's so stupid.
I have it right there.
Of course you do.
Jen and I are going to watch it one day, and Jennifer T-Jen, and we're going to do a complete disarray about it. She loves gymnasts, so I'm actually thinking about doing a back-to-back where we watch that movie and then we watch American Anthem with Mitch Gaylor and Janet Jones-Gretzky.
Do I know American Anthem?
Probably not. It's not.
Okay.
He was an or former gymnast,
okay,
and like a U.S. gymnast type deal.
You've talked about this before,
yeah,
though.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite unknown films.
Okay, I might have seen it because of you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with so many other terrible movies.
I'm sorry. That one would be on me. Well, no, I didn't tell you to watch that one. I'm sure I didn't tell you to watch that one.
You're okay. So we're gonna time out here.
Okay. So pause the show.
No, we're continuing with this show.
Okay. I mean, as the co-host, you don't really get much of a say anyway, but you know.
Huh. I thought I would.
Nope.
But you said I was the co-host. And that's all that matters. I have watched so many movies because of you. Even if, you didn't tell me to watch it, one thing will lead to this other thing, and I'm like, I've got to go see what this is. Or I need to go re-watch this. I'm re-watching Loaded Weapon 1.
Oh,
because you just
such a good movie.
It was so funny.
Bruce Willis has the best cameo.
And that's...
Wilderness Girls.
When that was coming, I remember the scene. I was like, Haley, stop playing Warcraft for just a minute and watch this. And he pops up, and she's like, oh my God. No. And goes back to playing her game.
Even Whoopi is good in this movie.
It's
so
good.
It's just... Well, I'm glad that you at least got one good
There's
movie.
one.
And The Stuff. Did you watch The Stuff before me?
I did.
Okay.
We were playing a board game, and they mentioned this movie about alien ice cream that takes over a city or whatever it was.
It's more like Frogurt. I'm just saying.
Whatever. And all of us went, now we have to go watch this movie.
I think it was dairy free too. I don't know.
Of course it
was.
So yeah, Return to Oz. Second favorite. Did you know there was a sequel?
That's great. I loved it. All right. So for my penultimate, anyway, is called Beyond the Poseidon Adventure. Okay. The 1979 disaster film sequel to the Poseidon Adventure from 1972, 7 years later.
Yep. Seen both of them.
Now, the movie doesn't take place 7 years later. The movie takes place very soon after the ending of the first one.
Okay.
And it follows a salvage operator named Mike Turner, who is played by Sir Michael Caine.
Oh.
Okay. And his crew, who arrive at the Poseidon to search for cargo because it's in international waters. There's the salvage rights, and they can go. So it's pretty soon, right afterwards. They then encounter survivors still inside the vessel. Okay.
So this is right.
This is like within a couple of days, if nothing else. Okay.
Cool.
Because it hasn't sunk. It's still upside down.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So it's floating upside down. Okay.
Right.
Were you thinking it had sunk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
No.
assumed.
No. It had that whole air captured at the bottom when it flipped over. So.
Okay.
So they actually go in the same way the other people got out. Okay. And they come across a mysterious passenger played by Sally Field. And they're led by a very suspicious Telly Savalas. Kojak.
Yeah.
Okay. And so the film follows, them navigating the upside down ship and, dealing with the structural collapse because it's going toward there. And they're all unbeknownst, or the Sir Michael Caine's group finds out through it that the Telly Savalas group is looking for some plutonium that was a part of the shipment that was, unknown to most people. And it's really not a great movie.
Okay.
It is a good, interesting sequel to capitalize on, what the way that movie ended. Because sometimes 30 years is a great gap to follow up with the people, and they're older and stuff. Mm-hmm. This one like hits right there.
Okay.
And so, but the cast was really cool because Peter Warden's in it. I'm sorry, Peter Boyle is in it. Shirley Knight comes back. Sally Field, Telly Savalas, Michael Caine. But it's generally considered not a good movie, and a lot of people didn't know they ever did that.
I did not know it was a sequel, or that they had a sequel.
Another movie that a lot of people don't know they had a sequel to was called Raise the Titanic, which came around the same time as this. So they were fighting, and in this one, kind of like this plutonium, there was a secret safe that held like radium X, which was the most powerful element ever known to man, that like a drop of it could blow up a city block type thing.
Okay. And
after many years, they finally find the Titanic, and now they're rushing to the Russians, the Americans, and another group are all trying to be the ones to get there to get it. So the balance of power goes out. It does have a very cool ending.
The Raise the
Titanic.
Okay.
But aside from that, it's not a very good movie. It's much inferior to Beyond the Poseidon Adventure,
which is inferior to Poseidon Adventure.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's one of my favorite movies right there. Okay, so fun fact.
Go ahead.
Again, leading back to what I talked about earlier, Sally Fields has stated that it is the least favorite of her movies that she's ever made, and like Sir Michael Caine has also said, they did to get paid. That's all it was.
Yeah.
They read the script and they're like, how much am I going to get? Okay, I'll do it. Sure.
Right.
So this is not necessarily a movie I'm telling you to go and watch. I am going to go and tell you to watch my number one, my absolute favorite. Did you know there was a sequel to this movie?
Okay.
But you don't have to watch Raise the Titanic or Beyond the Poseidon Adventure.
Got it.
Okay. That being said, drum roll.
Okay.
What is your
You might hate this.
absolute favorite? Oh, Jeff, I'm sure.
Okay. I legitimately did not know this one.
Okay.
Okay.
And I want you to know, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I want you to know, of all the things that I look upon you unfavorably for, this would not be one of those.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure, because this is, like I said, this is kind of a niche thing that, only like the fans of these original movies would really even go out and know. And that's why this was one of the very first titles I ever picked, because I thought, and again, after 6 long years, I just finally gave up and said, you want to do it.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. That's nice. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to kind of read some of this because it's wonky how you get to it.
Okay.
All right. So Frank Sinatra played Detective Joe Leland in the movie The Detective.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you seen this movie?
I'm familiar with it.
Okay. I have not seen it.
Okay.
It's based on the novel called The Detective, written by Roderick Thorpe.
Okay.
Okay. Roderick Thorpe wrote a sequel called Nothing Lasts Forever.
Okay.
In which Leland is trapped in the Klaxon Oil Corporation.
Klaxon?
That's what it says. Klaxon. So he is trapped in the Klaxon Oil Corporation skyscraper after it's taken over by German terrorists. Do you know what I'm doing now?
It hit me when you said the detective, but now okay.
Okay.
Please continue. This is a great pick.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
I approve. I approve.
So, all right, going forward. Where am I?
He's trapped in the building.
Right. German tourists. He must rescue his daughter and grandchild. 20 years later, the novel was filmed with some changes. The daughter was changed to his wife.
Right.
Klaxon Oil became the Nakatomi Corporation. Joe Leland was name changed to John McClane, and the film was released as Die
Hard.
So, Die Hard is a sequel?
Yep. Uh-huh.
And it is, most people, I guarantee most people out there don't realize it's a sequel.
So, aside from Look Who's Talking to Rosemary's Baby Now,
Okay.
this is the single most thing I'm most proud of you for. No, I'm serious.
Okay.
This is a really great dive. I seriously thought about making that connection of my own. Because they are filming the sequel to the book that the detective movie was made for. The only thing that could have made this sweeter was if at some point, and maybe they do it, I just don't even realize it, they play a Frank Sinatra song in Die Hard.
Now I have to go watch Die Hard again.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take that.
So, this is not my fun fact, but they technically had to offer the role to Frank Sinatra first. Just because of all the legal stuff.
Yeah.
And, he was like, yeah, I appreciate the gesture, but no, guys, I can't do this. And they're like, okay, good.
Good.
And then went with Bruce Willis.
Wow.
I'm obviously not going to talk about Die Hard. We have all seen Die Hard.
It's best Christmas movie of all times. I know you hate that. I'm sorry. What a jerk. Why are you still friends with me? I just don't know.
I have no problem with people saying that this is a Christmas movie. Mm-hmm. What I have a problem with is that so many people bring it up just to argue that it's a Christmas movie.
Well, there is no argument that it is a Christmas movie. No. Listen.
Look what you're doing. You're doing it.
But there is no argument that it's a Christmas movie. Okay, because it takes place at Christmas. There's Christmas presents. There's unwrapping. There's ho-ho-hos. Okay. Is it a family-friendly, fun Christmas movie in the likes of A Christmas Story and stuff like that? No. Okay. But it is a Christmas movie.
I refuse to argue this with you.
Okay, well, that's fine.
I will let you say that you are right about this.
Yes. God. Okay.
So I do have a fun fact.
Okay. It wasn't that they asked Frank Sinatra. That's fun.
That was just a fact.
That's fun.
So Bruce Willis had rubber feet.
Yes, I'd heard that.
Yeah, so when he's walking on all the broken glass, he's got little rubber feet on to not actually cut up in his feet.
Alternate fun fact.
Okay.
So did Chris Evans in Captain America: The First Avenger.
Oh.
Yeah, when he first gets the formula and comes out, and he has to chase the Nazi spy, and he's running down the street, he's barefoot.
Oh.
He had rubber feet too.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So this is the part of the show that we all know everybody in Hungary gathers around their radios to hear.
Go on.
My absolute favorite, Did You Know There Was a Sequel, is called A Return to Salem's Lot. This is the movie that I made mention of that was a theatrical release to a made-for-TV series of two nights, First off, the film is written and directed by Larry Cohen of The Stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay, love this movie. And it also has Michael Moriarty in it, which...
Remind me?
From The Stuff.
Okay.
He's Mo.
Okay.
Always, no matter what they give him, he always wants Mo. So he is an anthropologist / filmmaker named Joe Weber. He's literally in the Amazon, and the people come and search for him and find him. And he takes his troubled son, Jeremy, back to Salem's Lot because he has inherited a house there. Not the Marston house, but a house there nonetheless. But he and his son are unaware that the town is now completely populated by vampires. Therefore, the master and they didn't kill all of them. Okay, like it kind of seems like. And when they finally reveal themselves to him, they basically ask him to write a Bible for them of all of their, stories about from the first vampire and going forward and stuff like that.
Sure.
And if you do this, we're not going to kill you type deal.
Oh, that's nice, though.
Okay, yeah, they're sweet. It really has no bearing on the original film at all, except that it takes place at the same place with, the same...
Sure.
It's really more of Larry's vision and interpretation of what Salem's Lot was to him and what it's intended to be. I would tell you to watch this movie. I have a copy of it if you'd like to borrow it.
Okay.
Because I don't like you. The film received
You're a butt.
very poor reviews, with critics calling it, quote, offensively bad in every department.
Oh.
And noting that those expecting a reverent sequel to King's Stories would be very disappointed.
Wow.
It is categorized not as a Christmas movie, but as a comedy horror thriller that takes a very different approach from the original Salem's Lot.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
I love me some Larry Cohen. I love me some Michael Moriarty.
Okay.
Okay. He chews this one up. Okay.
Great.
It's just a weird, hard to grasp plot of. You want me to do what?
Yeah.
Read your Bible? So you want me to be like all four of the apostles? Is that what you're saying? Four.
Sure.
But I have not one, but because this is my absolute favorite.
Sure.
I have not one, but I have two fun facts.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that allowed?
It is.
I guess as the host.
It's the host.
Okay.
The video, like the VHS slip,
Sure.
Or later on the DVD release, actually shows the master, Mr. Barlow, over the Marston house like this. He is not in the movie anywhere at all. Okay.
They did it to sell it.
They did it to sell it.
Okay.
Number two, this is actually Tara Reid's film debut.
Oh.
And as part of that, someone sat down and figured out the kid vampires in this movie curse more than the adults do.
Okay. Sure.
I don't know.
So you're going to be very disappointed in me. More so than normal.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen Salem's Lot.
And that's okay.
I've never read it.
We've had this conversation. Just had this conversation earlier today. Yeah. You led a very, I don't want to say nomadic, but somewhat nomadic life where you lived in Australia, you lived in Venezuela, you lived up in
Britain.
Yeah. So you get a pass, which is one of the reasons why I am. Honestly, I hate to sound nice.
I've never heard that before. Go ahead.
The fact that you go and watch movies because I talk about them a lot, it makes me feel good.
I got to stop that.
Yeah, damn sure. But to know that you did, we just found out that you never watched V.
Right.
And that was such, and you were young at the time, but that was such an amazing show, and Airwolf. I was just watching The Mechanic, and Jan Michael Vincent's in it, and it's like, I can't believe you've never seen, Ernest Borgnine, Jan Michael Vincent.
Totally missed him.
Yeah. So anyway, so I kind of dig that you're listening to them. So yeah.
So, do you have Salem's Lot on?
I do. It's right there. As a matter of fact, I have two copies. I'll loan it to you.
I'm gonna borrow one.
Okay. You don't have to watch a return, though.
I think I still have movies of yours at my house.
You do.
It's stacked. There's like a little stack of like, hey, bring these back to people. And it's still there. Yeah. It keeps getting bigger.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's what she said. It's a family show.
You said it.
I know.
It's okay. We can edit this out.
Yeah, I won't.
Especially all the drug references.
I won't.
Oh.
Well, folks, that concludes our meandering discussion and rundown of our absolute favorite movies. Did you know they had a sequel? Jeff, thank you so much for taking the time to do it, watching some bad ones. I enjoyed this.
Besides the bad movies, this was fun. Oh, so here's the movie. I thought I knew what your number one was.
Yes. What did you think it was good?
There is a third Mask movie.
Yes.
So there's Mask, Son of the Mask, and then like Child of the Mask.
Yeah,
or something
like that. Yeah.
I did not know that was a sequel. It is an official sequel.
Right.
I did not. I thought that was going to show up on your list.
No. I've seen that one, and I'll be honest. I kind of stuck mine to the true meaning of a sequel, which is there's one movie and then this is the follow of that movie.
Gotcha.
Not a sequel. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Of Land Before
Yeah,
Time.
no, not that there's anything wrong with that. That's just when I made my list. That's kind of what I stuck to.
Okay, that's fair.
All right. So is now the time?
I think now's the time.
Okay. So I would yield the microphone to you if you'd like,
Sure.
because you actually came to me with this idea, and I'm super excited about it. So there's the camera. There's all of Hungry,
Right.
anxiously waiting on the side of their.
I do. There.
Wait, what are you doing?
Covering up the co-part.
Oh, okay. That's what you were doing. I just thought this show had taken a turn.
It does. So Jamie and I had talked about there's big things in the plastic microphone studio universe that are developing.
Right.
And one of the things that Jamie and I had talked about was us doing a podcast together. Mm-hmm. Not a Fave Five or a Disarray or a Red Dog Train, anything like that. Just something totally separate.
Two goofy guys being goofy.
Right.
Which is...
And that was the first idea, is us just sitting around BSing. It was like, well, there's lots of those out.
People get through that as part of my show. They don't come to the show for that.
Oh. So my thought was like, hey, I would love to do a podcast, us goofing around, but let's have something to kind of center our maniacal, our ramblings around.
Right.
And we bounced a few ideas around, but we ended up coming up with the idea.
You ended up coming up with it. That way it's plausible deniability.
An idea was created. As much as we like movies, and apparently we like sequels, we are going to
introduce
right here, Sequel House. The idea behind Sequel House is that we'll take a movie that does not have a sequel at all.
Right.
Or I don't remember the
or it is the last of the sequel. So, like, if we wanted to do Land Before Time 15,
that's fine.
We could.
Okay.
But we could not do a sequel to Land Before Time number 7.
Right.
Because it has 8.
It has 8. Cool. So and I think, from what I could just kind of through our conversations, we're going to pick movies we really like.
Right.
Good quality movies. Well, so far.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we're gonna sit around and try and, almost off the top of our heads, write a sequel for these movies that we enjoy.
We're gonna cast it.
Yep.
First of all, we're gonna to pick the movie and name it. We're gonna pick when in time it is created.
Because again, like some of our movies now, it was right afterwards, or it was 30 years later.
Right.
So there may be totally different recastings.
Right. Because if it was a film in 1979, and we decide that in 1981, that's when the sequel is going to be filmed with this group of actors. So therefore, the standard rules of like fantasy casting won't apply.
Right.
You can't take someone from the 1920s and some from the 90s, put them all together and that. So it's going to be, we are going to put ourselves into the studio executive heads and say, okay, this movie is out. What are we going to do with it? And we'll come up with, if it's the same characters, if it's the same actors, if it's new actors of that period, all of those things.
Yep.
We'll give it a tagline.
We'll give it a title, possibly directors, and then kind of make an elevator pitch and see if we can come up with some kind of workable story.
Right. Because as many of you may have heard before, I've always had the idea for the sequel to Conan the Destroyer, which was the second Conan movie with Arnold.
The best one.
You think so?
I really do.
Okay, I'm not going to argue that.
It's my favorite of the two.
Yeah, I mean, they're both very good movies.
They are.
But they're very different movies.
They are.
Yeah. So I've always had a sequel, so that's one of the ones we'll talk about. We also have kicked around the idea, we're going to do it, of doing one prequel to a movie that I just feel just has to have.
Are we announcing some of these?
No, I think we can do our first one since it's settled, if you'd like.
Yeah, and I watched it this morning.
Did you? Okay, yeah, that's why you said it. Okay, so yeah, what's going to be our first one that Jeff is going to? We're co-doing it, but each month one person is going to be responsible for picking it and kind of coming to the other and saying, "This is what I'm kind of thinking," right. And then we all flesh out the details together.
Good.
So our first one will be.
So Jamie picked
District 9.
District 9.
So we are going to do what is tentatively titled District 10. My stepmom is a cockroach. I gotta write that down first.
Oh boy!
No, but it's going to be District 10, and so there are a lot of loose ends to this fabulous movie.
Yep.
You've got the whole aliens, you've got the spaceships, you've got the awakening, you've got the transitions of humans, and what. So there's a lot of ways to go.
Yep.
So we're probably going to take 3 or 4 weeks and knock all of this together. Huge shout out to Cody Chamberlain. When we came to him with our idea of just passing around he took our ideas and came up with something much better. And so the sequel house, it comes from him. So we want to definitely thank him. And Jeff is actually working on our title for our little screen. So for each month, we'll have a scene from the movie and the name of it on our. But then we'll be talking about it and stuff. So. Yeah. I'm excited about it.
And if this is planned right, the first episode of Sequel House should be out in
September.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Or mid somewhere.
Yeah. Shortly after this one airs.
Yeah. Actually, I only have 2 in the can. So yeah, about a week or so after. Okay. We'll pick a date for sure.
Sounds good.
And I'll do a date. All right, well that's it. We are super excited for it. There's gonna be some fanfare and some. I'll put the little logo there and stuff, and everybody can see that it's coming.
Sounds good.
Well, thanks for tuning in to Fave Five From Fans. We hope you enjoyed diving in to this episode. Mm-hmm. I wonder if we should do a sequel to this episode. No, probably not. If it resonated with you, we'd love to know. You can help us by reaching out to more listeners, just telling people about the show, sharing it. Likes are great. We love likes. But if you share it, then maybe some of your friends will see it. And if they don't like it, then you can tell them you did it because they have no taste. And you're trying to...
That's a strategy.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fine. Okay. Your reviews are really, really appreciated. So if you're on your streaming service, if you're on YouTube, even if you just do it on X or I'm showing too much hair. Even if you do it on X or whatever, that's really great because then we get that feedback, whether it's constructive or real, of how the show's doing. You can connect to us from social media on X, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Blue Sky, YouTube, all of those places, and where we like to keep these conversations going. Did we miss a movie sequel?
I'm sure we did.
There were a lot of them. Did we miss one, and was it your favorite, and why should it be on this list? Tell us and let us know. Thanks for being a part of the Fave Five family. We've got more great episodes. Well, great is a word. More episodes coming your way. So,
Christian Bale.
That's it. But you were supposed to shout it out.
I know.
Yeah, he's such a method actor. All right. So, new episodes come out every Friday.
Unless they don't.
So be sure to subscribe and follow us so you can catch all of the episodes, whether you want to or not. And remember, folks, it may not be the best. It may not be the most popular, but if it's your favorite, then that's good enough for us. Thanks so much. Jeff, take us out.
Bye. See you at the sequel house. I don't know what you're doing.
I'm just walking to the sequel house.
To the sequel house? Great. I hope there's parking.